So the question is based upon the efficient bubble sort algorithm. It is saying suppose the cost of each comparisons is x and cost of each interchange is y. You have to tell what will be the total worst case cost for the given efficient bubble sort algorithm. Options are also given to you. So you may pause the video and attempt the question. So now let's discuss the solution. So see, I told you several times that the outer loop it is used for the passes and inner loop it is used for the comparison. And see, in the bubble sort the approach is this, that it is comparing j and j plus 1, means it is comparing the adjacent element starting from index position 0. So suppose I am taking n equal to 4. See, for the worst case I want that whenever any comparisons will be there, then swapping will also take place. That is the meaning of the worst case. So for that what I am doing, I am taking the sequence of the array in the descending order, then it will be the worst case. How? So for that see here I am taking the array in the descending order, the elements of the array in descending order. Why? You can see here initially the j is here at index position 0 and it is comparing j with j plus 1, means it is comparing 7 and 5. So for the worst case I want whenever any comparisons will be there, so swapping will also be there. So that's the why whenever 7 is comparing is with 5, so 5 is smaller, so 5 I am writing here, 7 I am writing here. Next time it is comparing 7 and 3, so 3 I am writing here, 7 I am writing here, and next time it is comparing 7 and 1. So for that what I am doing, 1 I am writing here, 7 I am writing here, other elements I am writing as it is. So you can see after the first pass it is placing the largest element to the proper place. So that largest element is 7 and this elements we will not consider in the subsequent passes. So now you can see here how many comparisons are there, 1, 2 and 3, and in each comparisons interchange or swapping is also there. So suppose that value I am writing here, suppose here I am writing the NC stands for number of comparison, and here I am writing number of interchange. So how many comparisons are there, 3, and in each comparison swapping is also there. So suppose here I am writing 3 also. Now in the next pass, in the second pass what it will do, it will compare 5 and 3. Again you can see here comparisons swapping will also there because right side value is smaller. So 3 will be here, 5 will be here. Next time I will compare 5 and 1. So again 1 is smaller, so 1 will be here, 5 will be here. This element I don't need to touch, so I am writing as it is. So this will be the array after the second pass, okay, and it is placing 2 elements to the proper place. Now for this second pass the number of comparisons are 2 and number of interchange is also 2. You can see 1 and 2, and for the worst case I have taken the array in such a way that in each comparison interchange or swapping will also be there. Now the last pass what we have to do, we have to compare 1 and 3, and again 1 is smaller, so 1 I am writing here, 3 I am writing here, 5 and 7. So now we got the array in the ascending order, okay. So that is the worst case. Our array initially it is completely in descending, and after sorting it is giving me the sequence in the ascending order. So here we can say the number of interchange is 1, and number of comparison is 1, and number of interchange is also 1. Now what is the cost of each comparison? It is given in the question that cost of each comparison is x. So because there are total 3 comparison and cost of each comparison is x, so total number of comparison are 3. So what will be the total cost in the first pass? This is the first pass, this is the second pass, and this is the third pass. So here I can write 3x. Similarly for the interchange I can write 3y. In the second pass I can write 2x, that will be the total cost of the comparison in the second pass, and here 2y, that will give me the total cost of interchange in the second pass. In the last pass or in the third pass, in this case it is the last pass, I will multiply with x here and y. So now see what will be the total cost. So for the total cost we need to add all these value. So see, that will be 3x plus 3y. It is for the first pass, plus 2x plus 2y. It is for the second pass, plus x plus y for the last pass. So see here what I can do, I can take 3 common here, so that will become x plus y plus 2 common, so again x plus y plus 1 common, so x plus y. So now you can see x plus y is common in all the cases, so x plus y I can take as a common. So in the bracket it will become 3 plus 2 plus 1. So now see here, this I am writing for n equal to 4. So if the same I want to check for n equal to n elements, okay, so we can generalize like this, because x plus y whatever comes outside the bracket it is independent of f, independent on n. So what we can do, we can write x plus y, and see if here it is 4, so here it is 3 means n minus 1, okay. So in this similar way, if here it is n, so here I can write n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 3. In this similar way, in the last we can write 1, okay. So now again it will become x plus y, and it will become summation of n minus 1. So what is the formula of summation of n? It is n plus 1 by 2. So it will become n means n minus 1, and n plus 1. So n minus 1 plus 1, it will be cancel out. So here I am writing this line here. So it will become x plus y, and within bracket it will become n into n minus 1 by 2. So that will become our answer. So which option is correct? So you can match with this, x plus y, it is coming in all the options, and after that n into n minus 1 by 2. So see, the correct option is A part, okay. So the other options are wrong. So I hope it is clear to you that how we are solving, okay. So whenever you have to solve for a general n, you can take it for some value of n, and at the end you can generalize it. So thank you.